The support service will help us organize your queries and communicate with you more efficiently and effectively. UPOResponde doesn't ask you to communicate with a bot. Our staff will always be the ones to reply, using this service instead of phone calls and emails, to work quickly and in a more organized way. Your interface is simply a web page with a form to complete. We have put this in the easiest place to find, on the university website homepage, right next to the student info menu, which contains all the information you need. The link will also be available on the department websites and shortly on the UniUPO app. So it will be very easy to find a form, and now I will offer you some advice on how to complete it. We don't ask you to supply this data simply to waste your time. This is all information that we need in order to reduce the steps necessary to solve the problem to a minimum. By completing the form accurately, you will do not only us a favor, but also yourselves. Also, once you have completed the form the first time, you can activate automatic completion for some data fields. As well as your first and last name, we ask for your email address. This is the one that the system will use to send you notifications and that the operator will use to reply to you. Make sure to insert it correctly, or we won't be able to contact you. And please, always use your university email address. Much of the information that you request can only be provided to the specific person involved, and we can only guarantee a reply if the request arrives from that person's university address. Supplying your student number or tax code is necessary, especially if you can't use a university address or you are not a student. In such cases, it's absolutely essential to specify this and state your tax code in order to allow us to access your records. As you know, some degree programs are located across various premises. For these reasons, we need to know where you are attending courses because your request will be redirected to the appropriate administrative office and dealt with and by the team involved in your specific course area. We also give you the possibility of providing us with your telephone number. For urgent queries, we can then contact you for any clarifications. The choice of query topic is essential. Here, you are in fact choosing who your particular query should be addressed to. If your query arrives directly to the appropriate person, the reply will be quicker. Otherwise, it will need to be redirected, and the whole process will be longer and more complex. Other topics regarding your university progress or degree program, such as lesson timetables, enrollment for an exam, and so on, should be addressed to the appropriate registrar's office. In these cases, you will need to choose between the first 6 topics. If the problem is more general, you can choose from among the other topics and address your query to the central administration offices. The description of problem query field will become the subject of your query and allows the team to understand which person and which office is most suited to replying, without even needing to open the message. Obviously, this list is not exhaustive. For any issue which is not listed, please choose Other. Now we arrive at the core of your query for help. You must explain to us your problem in a clear and detailed manner. Please provide us with all the necessary data to identify you in the system. For example, your degree course and year of enrollment, and clearly outline your problem of query. For example, if you write, "I can't access my student account," The problem could be more administrative than IT related. If you more clearly state, when I try to access the student portal, a message informs me that my account has been deactivated, then we know that the problem is IT related, and we know immediately what action to take. One last click for the privacy policy and the send button will appear. And your query is ready to go. So what happens next? Within a few minutes, you will receive an automatic confirmation of receipt of your request for assistance from the system. If you don't receive it, you have probably written your email address incorrectly. From that point on, you will be updated on any developments, receiving notification of which staff member is dealing with your query and/or whether this will be transferred to another team member. And finally, you will receive the email responding to your query. If you need further help or clarifications, you may respond directly to the email you received and interact with the staff member until the problem is resolved. From the second contact onwards, you may also send attachments no greater than 15 megabytes.